Hello and welcome to another lesson of the TI-30 XP student course. In this lesson today we're going to be using the constant function or the K button to help us with solving a couple of questions involving simple operations. So the first one we're going to look at is a linear equations example, and then the second one we're going to look at involves a worded problem. Now the constant function is a really handy little application of the TI-30 XP, and we use it when we've got a simple operation or rule that we want to apply to a set of values. So the first one we're going to look at, the example is where we've got a linear equation y equals 2x plus 3. So we've got a variable x, and what we're doing to that is we're doubling the variable and then we're adding 3 to it. So to access our constant function, we press the second button and then we press the division sign, and it brings up k equals. Now this times by 80%, I'm going to clear that off because we're going to use that in our second example after. And like I said, our first example we're looking at 2x plus 3. So we're doubling our variable and then we're adding on 3 to that value. Okay, if I press enter, you'll now see there's a little k that comes up on the top of the screen, and that tells us that that rule is now going to be applied. To exit this, we now go second and quit, but you'll notice that k is still there. And that means that any number that I type into my screen, it's going to apply that rule to that value. So we're just going to look at really simply where x is equal to 1. So I'm just going to type in 1, press enter, and then you can see there we're multiplying that 1 by 2, adding 3, and our answer is 5. Next number we're going to look at is where x is equal to 3. So I'm going to type in 3, press enter, and there we can see again our answer is 9. Let's take a negative. So negative, we're going to look at negative 6. So negative and then 6. Again, enter. Still going to apply that rule, and in this case we end up with negative 9. Now just another nice little feature as well is if we wanted to then take, say, our answer there, negative 9, all we would do is just press enter again, and you can see that now comes up with answer times 2 plus 3. So that's taking our answer from the line above and bringing it down into the next line. So negative 9 times 2, negative 18, plus 3, and then our answer there is negative 15. Okay, so that's using, again, a really simple linear equations example. To turn off that k, we now go second, press the division sign again, and you'll notice now that that k is missing from the top of the screen. So now we can continue to use our calculator as per normal. Okay. Alright, now the second example I said we were going to look at is a worded problem. So in our worded problem, we have a student, they have a part-time job that they work out on the weekend, and from their part-time job, they're going to save 80% of the money that they earn from each of their shifts. Okay, so we've got our rule and our operation that's going to be applied every time, and that's taking 80% of that money. So again, I'm going to go into my K function. I'm going to clear off the operation that I was using before, and here I'm going to type in 80% because I'm going to use my constant function to work out how much money my student should be saving from their work every time they have a day of income. Okay, so we're multiplying that by 80%. Again, press enter. That brings up the K on the top of the screen there. Okay, so let's say that on a Sunday, this person earns $120. So I would type in my 120, press enter. That times that by 80%, and we can see there that they should save $96 out of their paycheck for that one day that they work. Let's say that that's a Sunday, and on a Saturday they only earn like a single rate. So say they earn $90 on a Saturday. Again, we would times that by 80%, and so on a Saturday they would earn $72. Now let's say they work, maybe they're on holidays, and maybe they work Friday, Saturday and Sunday across a weekend. So maybe on Friday they also earn $90, plus another $90 for Saturday, plus another $120 for Sunday. Now you'll notice I'm putting all three of these values into a set of brackets. That's because we want to take 80% of all three of those values. So if we add them together first, that'll give us a total to then take 80% of. Okay, so now I press enter, and we can see they're 80% across all of those 3 days. That means they should save $240 altogether. Okay, again, just to turn off the K function, second, and then the division sign takes that off, and now we can continue to use our calculator as normal. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and I hope this was useful. I'll see you next time. Bye.